Welcome back, degenerates. The LXG auction draft is in the books, and my God, it looked less like a draft and more like a Craigslist yard sale run by concussed raccoons. Now let's run it down because every one of you deserves the shame. First up, Dual City Football Club. Bro was drafting like he was using a guide from 2022 or holding it upside down. Somehow walked away with Josh Allen, Brian Robinson, and Calvin Ridley, but managed to look confused the entire time. Might as well have been building a USFL roster. The Chuckers. Drafted like a gentleman, didn't snipe anyone, mostly because he didn't know what was happening. Then dropped cash on Kyle Pitts Jr. like he was dying to watch another year of generational tight end bust plays. Vandalay Industries. Drafted like a senior citizen on food stamps. Confused, cheap, and slow. He'd shuffle in every few hours just to bid guys up. Never enough to win, just enough to be annoying. Basically the fantasy equivalent of holding up the grocery line to argue over expired coupons. Thunder Pussy 2. Once again reaffirming the running back fetish, draft board looks like a fetish dungeon of ball carriers. If there's a RB with 2 legs, Thunder Pussy was throwing money at him. Someone get this man some therapy before he drafts Latavius Murray. Runs and throws. Almost had a nervous breakdown mid-draft thanks to sadist tactics from the rest of the room. Watching you panic bid was like seeing a toddler lose their balloon, hilarious and tragic at the same time. Backfield penetration. This guy was bidding so aggressively he forgot his own damn budget. Went in all gas, no lube, and now he's walking funny. Again. TDS and beer. Spent a quarter of his budget on defense and special teams. Buddy, you do realize D/STS don't get you laid, right? Might as well have lit that cash on fire. Saquon D's nuts. Showed up broke, left broker. Ended up with multiple kickers and defenses like he thought this was 2010 Yahoo Auto Draft. Pennies for players, pennies for brains. West Canaan Coyotes. Didn't realize the draft had started for the first 2 days. Then spent 8 hours to nominate Pittman like it was the Heisman ballot. This isn't varsity blues, bro. This is fantasy football. Try showing up on time and turning your damn notifications on. King of Dicks. More like King of Old Dicks. Drafted James Conner and Alvin Kamara like it's still 2019. Scary if it were 5 years ago. Now, it's like building your team around VHS tapes. Raw dog residue. Of course, he went raw, blew his load on Bucky Irving and Jonathan Taylor, left the rest of us scraping up residue and waiver wire scraps, peak on-brand degeneracy. And finally, Hooters and Looters. Deep sleeper FOMO like it's a drug. Couldn't grasp that starters and sleepers should be valued differently. Drafted like he was high on Reddit posts and mock draft screenshots. Someone remind him that deep sleeper means worthless until week 12. And that gentleman was your auction draft. Chaos, confusion, kickers, defenses, and one poor bastard who thought 2019 was still happening. Welcome to the season. You're all screwed.